Snikrot, the excitable Gretchen, stood atop a makeshift platform fashioned from scavenged imperial parts, surrounded by a throng of eager greenskins. The flickering light of stolen torches cast distorted shadows on the crude drawing he held aloft, depicting the Emperor, the Space Marine captain, and the ominous choices they discussed. "Oi, you lot! Listen up!" Snikrot shouted, waving the sketch for emphasis. Snikrot was sneaky-like, snuck into da fancy Hume place, and saw something big. The greenskins gathered closer, their anticipation palpable. "So, there was this shiny Hume boss, the Emperor, sitting on a golden chair. Looked all serious-like, and his eyes were all glowy," Snikrot began, attempting to mimic the Emperor's intense gaze with a wide-eyed expression. The crowd grunted and murmured, some exchanging puzzled glances. And then there was this big Hume in shiny armor, all bowing and kneeling like a Gretchen begin for scraps. He was talking about choices and stuff. Snikrot continued, his voice rising with excitement. "Choices?" An orc in the crowd grunted, scratching his head. "Yeah, choices!" A low growl of interest spread through the greenskin audience, their crude faces twisted with a mix of confusion and curiosity. And then the Emperor talked about walking a tightrope between light and dark. Like being all sneaky and tricky, Snikrot continued, teetering on an imaginary tightrope to illustrate his point. "Tricky, eh?" An orc snorted. "Sounds like Gretchen talk." Snikrot shot the orc an annoyed glance. "Now listen, it's all about finding a balance like the biggest war bosses do. If you can do that, you get power without going all crazy like." The greenskins grumbled, contemplating the strange revelation. The war boss, observing from a distance, scratched his head, pondering the potential benefits of this newfound information. "So, what's our plan, boss?" an orc shouted. The war boss grinned, baring his jagged teeth. "We's gonna stomp into Dahumi places, take what's shiny, and maybe learn a thing or two about dece choices and tightropes. Get ready, lads. We's gonna show 'em what a real wog looks like." The greenskin horde erupted into cheers, drums pounding, and war cries echoing through the camp. Unbeknownst to them, Snikrot's recounting had set in motion a chain of events that would bring both the Imperium and the Greenskin War to the precipice of a chaotic and unpredictable future.